Devil's DJs.
I am Droppin Loads. I am Droppin Loads. Rail, get railed. I want your smell.
All right, obviously the best intro of all time. Boy, I got the echo. It looks a little different here, doesn't it? Nick Manning, you've gotten a little old. Nick, how are you doing? How's your career going? Can you give us a good dropping load, sir? Is that good?
I'm not sure at 74.
Yeah. All right, of course, dropping loads with Manning and Mo. Nick fucking Manning. What is up, sir?
Just another chapter in your saga that I've beaten life.
We always talk about that. Beaten life. Let's explain what's going on, all right? We've got Michael over here, and of course you are the owner of this amazing place we're at, and I want to talk about that real fast, but it's Top Secret Resort. We are in Orlando, Florida. This has got to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. When I walked in for the first time, I had no idea what I was getting into. I mean, I was like, you don't expect to see anything this awesome. And I'm being honest with you, because I've been to a bunch of establishments, and it's like you walk in and you're like, there's marble, and it's like you're walking into like the Taj Mahal. It's an amazing place. Of course, it's an adult enhancement facility. And Nick, you, sir, as we continue your life of beating life, you are now a resident. You're the resident adult film star, pimp, dropping loads extraordinaire here at Top Secret Resort in Orlando. Now, how did that come about, sir?
Well, as you know,
like,
in conjunction with many things happening, realnickmanning.com is under construction. All the content I've shot from 2014 until now is ready, being loaded. And Mo and I decided, okay, got this going on, let's do a podcast. We did several really cool episodes from October until now.
Right.
And I just happened to make a silly comment, as I often do, on one of our podcasts. Which one was it? The James Sanders?
Well, I have no idea which one it was, but yeah.
But nonetheless, I was looking for places in Hollywood, Florida.
Right.
And the listeners, I said, hey, I should be living at hedonism, but I got too much other shit to do in the U.S. I don't want to have to travel back and forth. And that was the end of it. Just a real innocuous comment.
Right.
Mo calls me up and says, hey, check our email. Listener sent in. Manning, you got to check out Top Secret Resort in Orlando.
Right.
It'd be the coolest fucking shit if you went down there and did a residency. And I was like, everybody else is kind of busy building the site. You're busy. I was like, I was up at the lake house.
Yeah, Nick just hangs out, dude. Like, Nick just hangs out. Nick does what he does. He hangs out. He bangs chicks. He sits by the lake. He smokes a lot of pot and does a lot of fishing. I mean, that's Nick's life. I mean, that's why he's beat life. And now, like, if you ever thought you couldn't beat life any further, now it's like, I think I even told you this today as we're walking. I'm like, you live here now. I'm like, yeah. I go, you live here. I go, holy shit. Like, how does that even happen? And you know what really sucks about my job is that I find him the coolest fucking way to live, and I still live in the shithole that is my life, and I gotta watch him live just the greatest life of just that's ever been imagined.
You, Mo,
I don't think you do.
With me too.
I don't think you do.
So anyway, everybody else had to work but me. I drove from the Canadian border,
right,
all the way down to Orlando, and I walked in this place, and right away they said, "Oh, you need to meet the owner, Michael." We became fast friends, told him what we wanted to do, and I think we can be a steroid injection for this place and turn it into adult world.
And I'll tell you what I just thought about too is like by telling you today, I'm like, you live here now. Yesterday, I'm driving with Michael. He took us to a wonderful dinner, and I had to ask him a question because we're driving up. We're we're in Orlando, obviously Top Secret Resort in Orlando, Florida, and we're driving up, and it's a huge building. I mean, it's a monster resort. I mean, palm trees all around. It's gorgeous. And I was sitting there and I'm staring at that place. And it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, I'm next to the dude who owns this place. And I even think I apologize, but you were telling me a story and I interrupted your story for a minute because I had to ask the question. I go, when you drive up and you see, I go, and you look at it, you go, I own that. What the? I mean, how does that make like? You want to? Nobody could even comprehend owning. Like I couldn't comprehend owning one unit of this place, and you own the whole damn thing. Like that has to make just be an amazing, just feeling for you, And then I kind of want to get into your story of how this all came about, and how you're like intrigued by the lifestyle, and that's obviously what you guys promote here. And I've been a big proponent of the lifestyle for a very long time. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think more people should try it. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about it and things like that. So if you don't mind, Michael, just kind of tell us about about this place and why everything intrigues you. I mean, I know why it intrigues you. Obviously, it's why it intrigues everybody, but not everybody just says, "Oh, I think I'll buy a resort and go ahead and do it." So if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit of a background and what do you got going on?
Mo, thank you. And Nick, thanks for being here. This was more of a real estate deal for me. It wasn't specifically geared originally as a lifestyle hotel.
Okay.
The whole concept was to take the pie, like Mother Butler pies, and then cut it up in slices.
Right.
And then sell off the pieces.
Okay.
Like a corporate raider that would buy a whole company or a corporation.
Right.
And then sell off the parts. So it was the opportunity because of the COVID that hotels got in trouble.
Right.
And I looked at this as a real estate trust arrangement. And before I pulled the trigger on buying this building, I had to figure at least 3 to 6 different uses for it. Different uses like medical or daycare centers for seniors or whatever. I landed on the lifestyle.
I say I like your idea of just people just having a good time and walking around naked and partying and just living life, man. I enjoyed that. I think that's a great idea.
That party yesterday was pretty cool,
dude. That party was wow.
But they're not going to be walking around naked,
right? Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah,
it's more high class than that,
right?
They're going to be coming here to visit. They're going to stay here. They're going to do takeovers where there's large groups that come in.
Yeah, those are big.
Yeah. There'll be parties, and it's just like any other hotel, like the Marriott or the Four Seasons. And all it is a facility that everybody would know when they come here. There's no children, and it's adult only.
Right.
That's the concept. It's very similar to Temptations in Cancun.
Right. And that's the thing. Like it's definitely become extremely, I would say, not only accepted but almost encouraged. And you'd be amazed at how many people are involved in the lifestyle and enjoy it. I've said many times it's almost like like an adult, like almost like Nick said, or you said, like an adult playground is what it is, but it's respectful and it's just an adult fun time. Everybody knows it's just here to have fun. It's a judgment-free zone, and that's what I've always loved and been intrigued by it. What's funny too? But even Nick said it. I was almost interested in hearing Nick say this. We'll probably talk about this on another podcast. But I've known Nick a long time, but I've kind of heard him say a couple different times, like, I want to go to a place where I'm accepted too. And I guess I never really thought about it because Nick's the most confident guy I know. But he even said, like, I go places and even people judge me or they don't know me or they whatever. Everybody kind of has these misconceptions. So it was interesting even to hear Nick say, he's like, I'm just relieved to be in a place where people accept me.
I said like-minded people.
Yeah.
I don't judge people, and sometimes they judge me.
Right.
And what do we care, right?
Right.
But I mean, it's nice to be with Manning Nation.
Right. Exactly. No doubt. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just thought I found that even interesting for Nick to say, like, just a place where you're accepted for being you and nobody's going to judge you. You know what I mean?
I think that I think the words that you said, the adult playground, I think that is what we're looking to do. I think it's a hard project because it's complex with real estate and business at the same time.
Right.
And usually we're right now about 50% constructed. We're not finished in the development.
Right.
And we've had a lot of parties and a lot of programs and a lot of things, and it's like not the time to be opening, but we had such a demand and such a we want to see what you're doing, and then we thought it was a good idea. We brought an ASN magazine to make this their headquarters. They're internationally known. I think he's coming on. Michael Ramos is coming on.
Everybody's named Michael. I'm sitting. I go, Nick. They go, that's Michael, and that's Michael. And then there's the other Michael who's helping us out with the realnickmanning.com.
Our consultant is named Michael. Our attorney is named Michael. Mr. Top Secret is named Michael.
Right.
Michael from ASN. How many more? There's more Michaels too.
There's a million. I'm like, everybody's Michael. I'm getting confused. I'm like, what the hell's going on, man?
I have to call them by Michael and what their job is.
Yeah, well, he's Mr. Top Secret.
Mr. Top Secret.
Exactly, Mr. Top Secret. So, like, kind of tell people, like, again, you can look it up. If you go on the website, but it's in Orlando, Florida. It is. I mean, you can't miss it. It's a gorgeous place. I mean, I'm sitting here looking around right now, talking to you, and it's like, again, surrounded by marble and looking outside, the palm trees, the pool is awesome. You got the cabanas out there. You got the DJs.
Whoa,
it's amazing.
Being too kind.
Dude, this place.
You're being too
I don't
kind.
think I am, man.
It's not awesome.
It's amazing.
It's
kick
going
ass.
to be awesome.
Well, then I can't wait, because if this ain't awesome, I cannot wait to the next levels of this place. I really cannot, because when I first walked in, I was like, this is it. I go, this is heaven.
I walked in, and they have pictures over there in the lobby of what this will look like.
Right.
And I'm thinking, that's what it looks like out there.
Yep.
And it's great, but that's going to be awesomer.
Right. Awesomer.
I've had people, like chicks be like, you're awesome. I'm like, you're awesomer. I love your new word.
Awesomer.
Right? So this place will be awesomer. And, I mean, I envision, yesterday was a pretty cool party, a lot of really cool people. Day before was a bunch of cool people. And my perspective is there's no reason why this place shouldn't be that 7 days a week.
Oh,
this
absolutely.
should be a destination.
Well, it will be.
I mean, we reach, 50 countries?
Yeah.
We're telling people now, from Nick Manning, I'm telling you, don't come yet, but when I tell you that this is cool and to come down here, you know I don't bullshit about good times. So get your ass on a plane, book rooms, buy condos, whatever you got to do, get down here and you can hang out with us.
Right. And how many times have you said that to a female? Don't come yet. Out of curiosity.
Not too often. I'm usually like, go ahead, let her rip.
You always said when you're doing a scene, it's like you like to make sure that that's out of the way, that's done. You took care of her, and then you can just chill and relax and do what you do.
Because in a sex scene, there's a lot of sexual tension in the beginning.
Right.
So I make out with her, go down on her, get her off till she's like a wet dish rag, and then I can pretty much move her around at will without any resistance.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. I mean, that's how my lovemaking goes. So I could only assume that that's what everybody does, right, Michael? I mean, come on now.
There's 205 rooms to do it in.
Dude, this place, it's unbelievable, man. It really, it's amazing to be in here right now. I can't wait till this thing just jumps off. And one of the things that's going to help, and I want to bring the other Michael over here. From
much more famous Michael.
Much more. I don't know, man. Like I said, Nick lives here. ASN is fantastic. I was just talking to that Michael about how great that is in the headquarters. But again, nothing can compare. Just driving up with you yesterday, we're in the Hummer, and I'm like, it just dawned on me. I'm like, you own this place. It's like, Jesus, it's like you own this place. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. It really is. So I know we have the like you said, the headquarters for ASN is here. And Michael, if you want to come up by, and what else? Is there anything else you'd like to say, Michael? Anything else you want to kind of promote? You want to kind of talk a little more about it?
The conversion is about a week away.
Okay.
From the whole.
Okay.
Cutting it up in its pieces, and it'll be recorded probably in the next 2 weeks.
Now, I do want to say, as you say, a week and away, it is July 26th, 2021 now. So people might listen to this podcast a month from now, and so we don't want, what I'm saying. So yeah, so
middle of August.
There you go.
We should be ready to be able to put out our, let's say, product.
Okay.
For sale.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, listen, the hospitality is amazing. Thank you so much for having me here. Obviously, for having Nick here. Nick lives here now, so if you ever want to meet Nick Manning, you know where Nick Manning is because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't go anywhere. He just sits here and hangs out, and you might see him running sprints outside or swinging a baseball bat or playing some wiffle ball or whatever the hell Nick Manning does. But Nick Manning is now officially residing here, Top Secret Resort in Orlando. Your new home, Nick.
We'll refer to this as the East Coast Manning Manor.
East Coast Manning Manor.
I mean, there's only 7 other ones.
At least, right? Exactly. Wherever Nick visits becomes Manning Manor. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't
I was told you're moving in too.
Well, exactly. Of course I am. I'm not Nick Manning, okay? Listen, he's my buddy. He's cool. Like, this is the first time we've ever done a podcast in front of each other.
With you. I can't keep up with him.
I don't think anybody can keep up with Nick, to be honest with you.
Droppin Loads, smoke 100 bowls. I sent Mo back home to Cleveland.
Oh my God.
Body bag.
The first time I ever hung out with Nick was rough. It was rough. I was perma-stoned, and that wasn't a good thing. And I don't like to fly as it is, and I was stoned flying, and that's awful when you're paranoid. It wasn't a good situation, Michael. I'll be honest with you.
But
that's
tell me you didn't have fun.
Oh, I had a great time. I had an amazing time. But, I mean, I did. I go, we smoked 100 bowls. I go.
Women come out of every room.
It was unbelievable.
He's watching me do scenes. He's filming me do scenes.
We had fun. It was a good time. No doubt about it. By the way, we do want to mention too, realnickmanning.com is very close to being up, and you'll be able to see everything that we're doing. It looks kick-ass. We've seen it, obviously, but it looks amazing.
And I will say this. We will have the podcast. We will make the studio so it's attractive, and in the lobby, it'll be visible, it'll be soundproof,
right,
and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, that was like kind of surreal when Nick said that. He's like, "Oh, they're going to build us a studio," and I'm like, I felt like stern for a minute. I'm like, "They're going to build us a studio?" I'm like, "That's amazing." So,
I've been in your studio when we do FM.
They didn't build me a studio.
Oh, it was a nice studio.
It was a studio for radio stations. Like, this is our studio. It's like they're building. I mean, that's kick ass. Like, Droppin Loads with Manning and Mo.
I would expect nothing less.
I know you wouldn't. I still get a little surprised.
Mo, understand, Mo. Since about 2005. I've been hosting his show with him periodically. I've been a guest since 2002.
Right, yeah.
Right. But since about 2005, I was like, man, we got to do a show together. Man, we got to do a show together. Me must ask. we must talk about this 25 times
At
in
least,
15 years.
Right.
And finally, I said, okay, Mo, I'm going to make your dreams come true. So now that his dreams have come true, he's pinching himself every day.
Well, it's just, like, it's surreal.
Dude, this is just my life, bro.
I get it, but I'm like, I'm going to be.
You are in now.
Because of you, man. I'm going to be living here. We got this stuff going on. It's unbelievable. No doubt. All right, Michael, thank you. I appreciate it.
This guy's very humble because he's a very big radio star.
Hey, I do what I can.
He just doesn't realize he is.
Well, that's about
next podcast we'll have a beautiful woman in my place.
I would appreciate it. Well, no, you come in too, man, but the more the merrier. All right, yeah. Hey, Michael, if you can come by over here, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. All right, man. Again, that's Mr. Top Secret.
Mr. Top Secret, thank you.
Top Secret
Resort. Residency of Droppin Loads with Manning and Mo, live from Top Secret Resort Orlando.
Look at him get excited.
I try to do it like Mo, but I'm not as good.
I don't know. Well, you get really into it.
But
man.
When he told me that I could do the show with him, he said, all you got to do is talk to me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty good.
That's all you got to do, man. It's pretty simple. It sounds like
he likes when I blurt out the things I say in my movies.
What were you saying? But you just do that in life. It's like you just be sitting at the...
Get wrecked.
Yeah, you just sit there. We're just sitting in the pool or whatever. He just looks at me and goes, filthy. I don't know. It's just you got like dirty sex Tourette's or something going on. I don't know what it is.
That's okay though.
You're allowed to be.
Good to see
You're
you.
allowed to be.
Good to see you, brother.
My boy Michael from ASN.
Yeah.
I'm gonna present an award for him unless we all die of a deadly illness.
I think we'll be good, man.
I'm pretty sure I'm covered in the blood. Nothing's gonna happen to me.
You'll be good.
But the rest of you don't know if you'll be here or not.
Well, see, I'm a Jew, so I already got that free ticket.
Oh, you're set, dude.
Good.
Absolutely, 100%.
You know, I'm good to go. I'm covered.
All right, so Michael, you and I were talking a little earlier too. And this ASN magazine You have ASN has been around forever, as you mentioned, but kind of tell us exactly what you got going on and your resume as we're talking. It's kind of awesome, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, the magazine itself is going to shock you. The magazine's only been around for 3 years.
Right.
Our first issue dropped in 2018.
Okay.
And that was when I left XXX Pornstar Radio.
Okay.
So I decided that,
So you've done this radio thing before, you know.
I do this radio still. I still do this radio thing.
Okay.
See, but I wear a mic.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not used to having to hold something in my hand.
A liar.
Because
all us men are. What are you talking? If you're in porn, dude, I guarantee you're used to holding shit in your hand. Come on now.
Shit, but I need to be able to be vocal, and I need both my hands.
All right. Very good.
But yeah, no. So in 2018, we started the magazine after we left XXX Pornstar Radio. And we've never looked back. We were told by the lifestyle that doing the magazine was the wrong thing to do. No one's going to want to be in it. I'm now 3.5 years into it. I have a 1.5 year waiting list for people that want to be in it.
Wow.
We have over 3 million people. I was going over the numbers with you that I found online. That those are not even my numbers. This is somebody else that's tracking my numbers, telling me I'm having X amount of people. So if you follow those numbers, that's over 1 million people a year.
Right.
I mean, we ran into the same thing. Some jackasses were telling me, oh, porn and lifestyle don't mix. It's like, are you fucking crazy? Do you know what I do and what the rest of us all do when we're not shooting on camera? Exactly. We're having orgies at my house or the Playboy Mansion or where. Like
that's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've been to porn star parties, and I think they're the most boring parties I've ever been to in my life.
Maybe the parties are boring, but when we determine that we're gonna have a lifestyle event,
lifestyle parties are so much more exciting than porn star parties.
Party at the Green Door at AVN. Like I go to whatever the hell the name of that place was in L.A., the swingers place forever.
Naked? You're talking about Naked or whatever?
No, that was an EDM bar, but there was the place where I shot with Janine was actually a lifestyle venue.
Oh, no shit.
We used to go there all the fucking time.
This guy banged Janine.
It's like,
it's like
when people don't know what they're talking about, do not get dissuaded by fucking the peanut gallery.
So you turned Janine to guys.
No.
He was the first.
I was Janine
on tape.
Janine signed a deal to shoot boy girl, and she got to pick the guys, and I was the guy.
Well, did you know that story about that or whatever?
I did not know that
story.
When
he told me this, I could have killed him because I think like there's only been a few like adult film stars that have really stuck out to me, and Janine stuck out to everybody. Let's be honest. I mean, she was just unbelievable, but she only did girl movies for the longest time. So I didn't even find this out from Nick. I read Janine's going to finally do a boy-girl movie. Okay, now Nick ruins all my porn for me because he like, it's worse now because now we're like good friends. But before it was, I'd watch his porn and I couldn't jerk off because I'm laughing. Yeah. You know, it's like you can't laugh off. You know, you can't jerk off to a guy yelling "dropping loads" and "fuck your face" and call yourself a hoe. I mean, you can't. There's no way. I listen. Let me tell you, I defy one man to jack off while this guy's yelling, "Call yourself a hooker."
I tell him all the time, and I told this to Howard Stern and everybody else. When you're watching my porn, you're not supposed to jerk off. You're supposed to call a bunch of chicks over and bang them like I would.
Because that only works for Nick Manning. It doesn't work for anybody else.
And I'm like, I told him, I said, "Are you so lazy you can't wait the 20 minutes for her to get to your house?"
I can't talk to him about this. He doesn't understand real life, real men. But I go. I don't have a turnsicle of girls I can just call or a Rolodex of girls I can just call.
They're calling me. I got to put on
Nick Manning.
Yeah, but he can get you some.
What? You know what? I don't want to be the mope. We talked about this on many shows. I don't want a pity fuck. Yeah. I don't want a pity blow.
All the other guys
you
are
tell me what the vagina is going to tell you that's going to know.
At least I will know in my head, and I'll have problems.
So, Michael, since you haven't heard the story before, I'll tell you. I've told this several times. So I'm on a set.
I have issues. Big issues.
One of the Vivid cameramen says to me, he goes, "Little birdie told me Janine wants to fuck you." I go, "Janine only does girls." He goes, "No, she signed a deal to do guys. And she wants to do you." And I was like, So about a week after that, Jenna Jameson was opening her strip club in Scottsdale or Phoenix.
Right.
Went out there for the grand opening, got invited, went with a bunch of people. I walk in, and there's Janine standing at the bar. So I tell my friends, I'm like, "I'll be back." I walk up behind Janine. Now, she doesn't see me coming because she's looking at the bartender getting her drink. I walk up behind her and I go, I heard a little birdie told me you want to bang me. She doesn't even turn around. She goes, yep. Now, the scene was supposed to
Can you
be
imagine? Oh my God.
me, Janine, and Angelica Sin, who I'd worked with a bunch. But I said, Janine, no offense to Angelica, I love her. However, your first boy-girl scene ought to just be us. Like, I don't need anyone else in there. I want to devote all my attention on you. And she doesn't even turn around again. She goes, that could be arranged. So I was like, went back to whatever I was doing. It was the last I talked to her the whole night.
That's great.
Then I get back to L.A. after a couple days, and they call me up from Vivid, and they're like, Manning, you and Janine on this date. I like put it in my calendar. I'm like, man, I got a lot of pull in this fucking business.
But even you, though, like, were you like excited that was coming up?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who wouldn't be? That's every guy's fantasy.
But he bangs everybody. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I love banging hot chicks.
Right. As you
It's like,
should.
If there's a hot chick right there and you said, are you excited about banging her? I'd be like, yeah, fuck, of course.
What's he supposed to say? No?
Well, no, I'm sure he is, but I can't imagine you ever being excited. Were you nervous? No, you weren't nervous.
I was like, dude.
I guess maybe that's a word, like, you know.
For the
I would still think you're, like, I understand the excitement of it, but, like, that wasn't even one scene where you're like, all right. Like,
I was thinking about that scene like I used to be with Kira Kenner when I was in all her movies. I just told her, I said, Janine, you have one job today. You keep my dick hard. I go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you look fucking beautiful, and I'm going to make you look like a fucking sex god.
Right.
And that's what I do. And I mean, after it was over, she was like, just like very thankful and grateful, and like that meant more to me than anything about it.
That's it really is.
And I mean, it's not just her. There's been so many people in the business like that where it's been like, I was just glad that I could fulfill something that we did together to make a great movie.
Right. No, man.
I just dropped a load.
Well, and a funny thing about that scene,
hey, janitor, clean up on aisle 3 over here.
For years, if you want,
I just dropped a load. He said.
For years, if you went on YouTube, like they would just
awesome.
have the kissing. Like the kissing went on for like 15, 20 minutes.
You're in the bathroom. I remember that.
And I remember that the director was Paul Thomas, very famous director, and he goes, we took a little break after the kissing. She wanted to gather herself and get remade up and stuff. And BT's like, I know what you're doing. Keep doing it. I was literally trying to drive her crazy. He goes, keep doing it.
What a feeling, man.
How long did this scene last?
Well, here was the thing. So they had it set up in the bathroom. So I did several positions in the bathroom with her, but they also had another room where they had a bed set up that we were supposed to move to. And Janine goes, I just want to keep fucking him in the bathroom. And I go, Janine, I'll fuck you anywhere, but I'm telling you, now that you're doing boy-girl, if they offer you a bed, take it. And she's like, okay.
Makes sense.
Pretty soon, I'm going to have your knees all scraped up on that fucking marble floor. I go, let's get out of here. And so they took some time. We hung out and then went back to it.
Just things I can't. I mean, you can't imagine it. It's just an amazing. I mean, to be the first person with Janine is awesome. No matter what, but just anytime I see a scene or I just see something, I'm like, I just can't imagine it.
Dude, I jerked off to Janine many times.
Yes,
because it was the woman you couldn't have.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Come on. Now that's kind of done now.
Yeah. I mean, she's still unbelievable.
I got to go back to jerking off to my wife.
I hate when that happens. God, I hate when that happens. I jerk off to your wife all the time. It's
you got access to my camera. It's cool.
All right, so let's get to Michael Dancing. You're talking about the magazine. It's 3 million views. It's only been around since what you say 2018, which is amazing. You got an award show that is coming here to Top Secret Resort in Orlando. That's what, the 16th, 17th, 18th of 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of September?
Correct.
Right. Now, kind of explain, like, what is that? What is ASM Magazine? What is it that you do? And talk about the award shows and kind of what made you, kind of get, involved in this whole aspect of things.
What I do is I find fine chicks and couples to be in my magazine.
Very good.
And then they like the fat guy. So,
yes.
The fat guy always, as long as you have money, you can get
well, yeah, use the prerequisite with that, yeah. Because
Well,
before I got radio, I had nobody. And then when I was suddenly in radio, suddenly I'm walking around like, I'm Fabio or some shit. It's like, no, I'm not. I just
It's
have
funny
because
in LA, I always wondered, I'd be like, why has everybody got Coke? And then I realized, these fuckers, that's how they get chicks. They give them Coke. I was like, now it all makes sense.
I
like,
get
every
it.
guy walking around LA is a bag of Coke.
What do you think was in those fanny packs in the 80s?
Yeah, exactly. No shit. Fucking Miami Vice all over the place in LA.
The magazine 2018, we actually came out with AS Lifestyle magazine first.
Okay.
And the focus was we were going to do it quarterly. We didn't know how it was going to go. I actually shot the first I did the first photo shoot for our magazine, our photo shoot when it came out. And we got a couple that volunteered for me that good friends with, and they did it, and they did whatever I wanted them to do. It was pretty nice. We went to this mansion in Windermere and shot it, and that was the beginning of ASN. And from there, the magazine started getting popular, started getting more popular. So we went from quarterly to monthly, which is where we are now. We still can't keep up with the pace of demand.
That's awesome.
Now what, 26th? I'm still doing August's issue right now. I'm knee deep on trying to get August issue. August is going to be maybe 200 pages.
Right.
Because we won't go any more than 210.
Right.
But we'll try. But that's where we limit ourselves. But otherwise, it's a great magazine. So you have the ASN Lifestyle magazine, but we also have ASN Extreme Lifestyle.
Okay.
Which is a porn mag.
Okay.
But it's on hiatus right now.
All right.
Your mom threw away your best porno mag.
Well, the Chinese threw away my best porno mag because I can't host it on their server.
Fucking communist.
When I hear that song on the radio, I'm like, your mom threw away your Nick Manning porno mag.
Your mom threw away. I didn't know what he was saying for the longest time in that song. I'm like, porno. I get it. Okay. Underneath my mattress.
That's where I put my pornos.
Keep them in the sleeves of my records.
Now you're going to make me want to say something with all that.
I'm from New York. I used to live in a building on 6th floor on the very top.
Okay.
I would take my Swedish erotica, my club.
Swedish erotica.
Remember Swedish erotica?
I used to jerk off.
And I'd hide them up on the roof, and I'd go up to the roof to jerk off.
That's a good one. I used to, because when that song came out, my brother was caught with a porno, so we used to mess with him. My brother's name was Jeffrey. He'd go, "Mom threw away best porno mag or whatever." He was a jackass, though. He would put the pornos where everybody knew they were going to do these mags or whatever.
Right.
I go, Jeff, what the fuck, dude? I go, everybody knows, they wouldn't even try to hide it. I used to have, we had a basement with a drop ceiling. Remember you could go in the drop ceiling, those whatever they were, like, whatever the ceiling tiles were made of or whatever.
So you did some MacGyver shit.
I hid mine. They're probably still there. Somewhere in Strongsville, Ohio, there's a fucking huge collection of porno in a basement. But I hid them up there. And I'm like, I was proud of myself. I was like, that's pretty fucking genius. Somebody's going to find that shit out. And nobody ever did. But my idiot brother got caught all the time with this shit. He's stupid.
You know what's funny for me is that my porno mags when I was in high school, we had women on the covers that I wound up banging later on.
I can't imagine that shit,
like,
man. Yeah. You say like Marilyn Chambers. Right?
Marilyn Chambers. Yeah. Christy Canyon and Ginger Lynn.
Right.
And then
I would still bang guys.
Seika. She was on
Seika.
one of my mags.
A video I saw it was called The Tits of Seika. That's what it was called. She had
hell
nice
of a rack.
Hell of a rack on her.
Milky white tits.
Yeah, milky white. I like that. I love tan lines.
Yes.
Do you like tan lines?
Well, no. See, I like a pure white woman. Just
yeah.
The red hair.
Look at that.
Because I'm Puerto Rican, so I mean I'm undercover Puerto Rican.
You're kind of into that.
So
you're a Jew, Puerto Rican.
I'm a Puerto Rican Jew. Yeah.
From New York. Well,
From New York.
That's amazing.
I was bar mitzvah too.
You are an anomaly. Wow. I have a thing for tan lines. I don't know why. Like only up top. And I think the weird thing is that like it's not even the sun is privileged enough to see them boobs, but I can. And like it makes me feel good. I'm like,
it's just
wow.
about milky
I
white
do like
skin with
milky
a red
white.
head. That's why I like Lauren Phillips. You know, I think she's hot.
We
interviewed Lauren Phillips.
We had Lauren on the show.
She's a great guest. She was talking about her lifestyle experiences.
Right.
She's the unicorn.
She even said she was a unicorn.
They asked me, they're like, Nick, do you know what's a unicorn? I'm like,
no.
not really.
Every girl's a unicorn in front of Nick.
She's got a cover,
right?
She's got a cover for us next year that should be on. Yeah.
Awesome.
Because I think she's represented by Erica Icons, her publicist. And Erica and I are good friends.
Yes. Erica and I have talked to them. We've had a few girls from Erica. We had Carmela Clutch on. Yeah. We were supposed to have Rebecca Vanguard on. I think we're still going to. And then it was Lauren Phillips was on too. Lauren was great. She was.
You may not even know this, but Michael here for ASN is getting our press release in advance of all the other press.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And I'm going to run it through everybody I know. So it's going to Eric Icon. It's going to Crystal Penn. It's going to Jet Black in Australia for Sweet Release Agency.
Awesome.
It's going all over the place. Because that's what brothers do for brothers, man.
Exactly. That's how we roll, man. Absolutely.
And that's why I love this place. Like-minded people.
Right.
I don't want anybody. You know how I am. Don't tell me fucking no. So I want no dissension.
If you don't have spinach,
if
you don't have spinach on the menu, Nick will go fucking ballistic.
Yesterday in a restaurant, they
have spinach.
All I wanted was some fucking spinach. We don't have any spinach today. Well, we'll have some tomorrow. Well, that's not going to do any fucking good. God damn it.
All right, so again, the award show you got coming on your AS, we keep interrupting. We're just getting a great conversation. But that's what I love about the show. My radio show's always been like this. It's like we just get comfortable, just start bullshit.
Every time we try to do a scripted show,
never works.
It fucking doesn't work.
You always know it's a good show.
To the floor and just keep going.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be.
We started doing our show, and we would just call people randomly. And now that they got to the point where they go, "Am I on the air?"
Right.
Because we used to do live. We're not live anymore.
Tell me about some of your awards. Like, what are the awards?
There you go.
Oh, they're industry-based awards. So you're going to have stuff like Best Lifestyle, Best Adult Photographer.
Okay.
So Holly Randall's up for an award.
Oh,
nice. She shot my Playgirl Man of the Year.
She is a genius. Yeah. I mean, what a career with Holly.
Oh, I love her. In fact, we featured Holly in our November issue.
Awesome.
Of last year. We're doing a story on her mom that's going to be in next year's issue.
The whole family was.
It's incredible.
I saw a biography on her, and I was like, I had no idea.
I got to see pictures that aren't public that are just incredible. The relationship they had with Larry and all this other stuff, just incredible.
I remember when I first got into business, I was shooting magazines. I didn't even do videos yet. And one of the first AVNs I went to, everyone's like grabbing me. We have to take you to meet Suze
Randall. Dude,
she was the shit, though.
But talk about this woman like she's the Queen of England or something.
Well, and she is British.
The first thing I met was Suze and Humphrey.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. They were cool. And I shot for them a ton. And then I started shooting for Holly. And it's been just such a great relationship.
When you think about that too, that that was way back in the day. I mean, none of that was not acceptable. That was not, and to have a vision like that,
well, it was better. They come back to me and they're like, "Oh, Suze Randall loves you." Like they just want to hang around with me because now Suze would like them.
Well, dude, I mean, there are people in this industry, and then there are people. And she was, the biography I watched, I forget exactly, but I was amazed by it. It gave me a whole new respect for her, and then even her mom. Again, to be a part of this when she was doing it in the 50s, or I mean, you couldn't do that, and good for them for being the trendsetters. You know.
No, but yeah. So those categories: best photographer. Then we have best lifestyle cruise. We have best resort hotel. We have, which I believe Top Secret's actually up for nomination.
And I think they win already. There you go.
Yeah, there's just so many. There's 30 categories. 5 of them are toy categories. So we have Motor Bunny. We have
toy
Womanizer. Yeah, there's actually
Nick Manning official dong, thick and veiny.
Veiny.
King Noir is up for one for his dick.
All right.
Yeah. So
So what do you do? Get like 10 women in a room? They all masturbate with
Who's
it?
King Noir?
Some porn star.
Listen, guy's got a
lifestyle porn star.
Good for him. But like, how do you even figure out what's the best? You get like a bunch of girls and guys, and they all try each one out, and they tell you, like, is that how that works? Because if that's the case,
no.
I want a bunch of like guy shit. I've never even had a fleshlight. Okay, I want to get a bunch of guy shit, and I want to use it.
Fleshlight is overrated.
And I want to tell you what the best one is, and I want to be the one.
Use it.
I want to be the one that picks that award for the best.
How would you
one.
like to fuck a human-sized sex doll?
That'd be great. That's my dream.
I have 4 of them.
Do you bang them for real?
No, dude, they're
Oh.
too fucking heavy. You know how by the time you get to the bed, set it up, I'm fucking out of breath.
Yeah, but then they don't argue with you. So
No,
that's
they
not
don't
bad.
argue.
Right, exactly.
But then they also don't fucking make you breakfast
Hang
or
on,
clean
so
up
you
after
got
you.
4 of these things. You never banged one just to do it for fun?
No, I haven't.
Why
They're
not?
sitting in their little coffins.
You got to bang one once.
I'm going to try eventually.
Really?
Eventually.
I banged a pocket pussy one time. I think it was, what the hell was her name? Linares something?
Rebecca Linares.
Yes, a long time
That
ago.
is a long time ago.
Yeah. But
She's in my top 20. For
Really?
sure.
I interviewed her. It was a great interview.
We did great scenes.
And this was I was on doing terrestrial radio. She came out. It was really good. And she did. She had one of those pocket pussies. And I was like, all right, I will. And I did try it. Dude, when you got a pocket pussy, you're doing this. And like, this is really what my life has become.
Yeah.
And I was like 24. I'm like, what the hell's wrong? I'm really banging a fake pussy. It's
I
like,
did
are
a
you kidding?
Fleshlight
But
commercial.
I did come. I got to be honest with you.
Really?
I did not. I did. Yeah.
I did a Fleshlight commercial where I had to lay on this, I guess, a massage table.
Right.
And Kirsten Price had to jerk me off with her Fleshlight.
Did you not? Did you drop loads?
I don't remember if that was
dropping
required,
loads in
but
your fake pussy.
Maybe.
All right, so these are your sex toys. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, when they delivered them UPS, my wife said, "Hey, that's my husband's sex doll."
That's awesome.
Guys rolling them off the UPS.
Can you
truck.
imagine? All right.
We get a lot of weird shit delivered to our house.
Right. I bet you your neighbor's got to love you.
I just got the new Motor Bunny Buck.
What is
No, the Link is the new one. I got the new Link one.
Okay.
So you could have your girl on it in New York,
All right.
and you're in LA, and you're controlling her orgasm.
That's awesome. I dig it.
It's
That's cool.
crazy.
All right.
So like those are the categories.
Cross
Some of those
country
categories.
banging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have what other categories do we have? Shit, but he is presenting. But like I told him earlier, I don't remember what fucking category he's gonna be doing.
What Nick is gonna do?
Yes, I have no clue.
We gotta ask him.
Well, see what happened was we were only gonna have like 3 or 4 people present.
You know what I would like you to have Nick do like the best adult cock award or something. Men and have him come up there and be like, and the award for best cock goes to
Well, that would be the yeah. Well, you know.
myself, Nick Manning. Right?
Well, he'll have to self-nominate for next year.
What award would you like to do? Is there like a specific? You don't really care?
I got no fear. I don't give a fuck. Oh, because I'm the one that they love to hate. Hate. I lend an ear when a dead man calls.
This is what Nick does. I get it. Just whips out with it.
Good.
So these awards that you have going on, then is it because you're going to be here for multiple days? Is it
Right.
multiple days or is it
No,
like
the award
how does it
show's
go?
only on, what happens is you arrive on Thursday.
Okay.
It's a slow day.
All right.
You'll have the pool will be open, all that stuff. You do that.
Oh
We're
my
gonna
God,
have-
I got to be here. For
We
that.
got
Are you kidding
Mark
me?
Mays.
Jesus Christ! All right.
We have legendary Mark Mays. Is gonna
That's
be
my birthday
performing.
weekend too.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well,
My birthday September 21st, so it's
then we
right
gotta
there.
get you laid.
You do. You
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'll
do.
get you a pocket
I
pussy.
won't.
One of the two.
I-
I won't be the
I
most.
heard that. Now you're obligated.
Yeah,
So they
exactly.
sell pocket pussies right over there.
You
at
got to
Naughty
be careful what
Boutique.
you say. This guy will hold you to it for the rest of your life.
I might actually. That's a true story. I might. So you got the Thursdays, kind of just a hangout.
Correct.
You know, all right.
Then Friday starts to build up a momentum. We have a Friday pool party that's hosted by a couple. And then we have a white party on Friday night, which
Okay.
is you dress in white.
All right.
So one of our educators is coming dressed in a rope dress.
Nice.
They're teaching a bondage class, but for the white party, she's coming dressed in a rope dress that her husband made for her.
Speaking of,
Yes.
Mr. Top Secret over here promised us that we would have top secret robes. You would have one color, I have another.
I like it.
And top secret bikinis for our guests.
I like
Now,
it.
I wouldn't want you in it, but I have not seen either a robe or bikini or the studio. I'm starting to wonder.
I like it. I like it. I know where your mind's going. I know what he's thinking, Mr. Top Secret. I know what it is. Our robes. I can't wait.
Well, I would never wear a fucking Speedo to begin with.
I have
can't wear
for
a
show, for fun, kidding around.
Guests that we have in top secret resort bikinis. Every scene that I do, they put the girl in a top secret resort bikini.
I think that's a brilliant
Every
idea.
episode of Nick Manning Bedtime Stories, she's wearing a top secret resort robe. She takes it off and undresses her out of her bikini.
I just dropped the load now.
Yeah.
I did. I can't wait.
I mean, it's like I can't get these things. So how am I supposed to do this?
You'll get it done. We'll get it done. I'm sure Mr. Ty's over there on his phone right now. He's typing these notes.
But Friday's the white party.
Okay.
Then after the white party, we have the fancy floor opens up.
Okay.
Which is it's owned by someone that lets us come up and use it.
Okay.
And up there you could have fun.
All right.
So
explain what is that? Explain that again. What is it called?
It's called the fantasy floor.
The fantasy floor. Okay.
So
awesome.
It's owned by somebody.
Nice.
And he allows us to use his floor.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay.
And Saturday is when everything happens. That's when the magic. We have Temptation Resort and Desire Resort that's coming here to do a pool party, and they're giving away a cruise.
Okay.
So you go on a cruise to the Caribbean, win other prizes, win other things. And Saturday, we build up that Saturday with the actual award show.
Okay.
Now, we have Lexi Luna's going to be here. She's going to be presenting. We have, I think I'm going to get Jocelyn Stone to come up.
Okay.
And if Jocelyn comes, then Rebecca comes in tow. So they would both come up.
Okay.
Can't bring Ron Jeremy anymore because he's sitting in prison right now. But Evan would be here, but Evan's going to be in Miami.
But you had Nick Manning. I mean, it's...
I have Nick Manning. Nick Manning.
Exactly.
I must be chopped liver.
I mean...
No, I think you're fucking incredible, dude. I think you're incredible.
He's like,
you're the icing on the cake that makes all this other thing
yes.
work.
You're the glue, Nick. You're the glue.
Well, not the glue, but not the glue. Yeah, you don't want to say the glue that keeps the vagina together.
It's very important when you've beaten life that you have friends around you.
Beaten life.
Right?
It's just funny.
I mean, a lot of the thing that I have a problem with is all the other people I hang out with are going to work every day, and then I'm sitting around alone.
No, I
Well,
mean,
shit. How many times have you and I talked to 2, 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my office. I'm talking to him. Hey, you sure it's okay? Yeah, man, I'm working, man. I'm good.
let's chat.
Yeah.
Let's talk. All right. So, like what you mentioned, the stars, like
Nick Manning.
Nick Manning, obviously. Yes.
Right. Mo.
Yeah, I will be here. Nobody will know who the fuck I am, but I'll be hanging around. I'll be the guy walking around just ogling you and hiding my boner. But
you can do the James Bartolet.
What? Bartolet. Dude, I love Bartolet, man. I do. I like Bartolet.
But
it makes me laugh.
His fans.
He does. He said
I fucking yanked him down, and he stood back up and did it.
That's Bartolet, dude. That's Bartolet.
Dude, you're embarrassing
I do have to
me.
say though, if it wasn't for Mr. Top Secret,
yes,
none of this would be.
Oh, absolutely not.
So I'm very grateful.
Can you imagine a better place than this? Imagine all the people are going to see this. I mean, you cannot grasp it until you're here.
You know me for 20 plus years now.
Right.
Do you think I'd be here for 2 seconds if I thought it was stupid?
No, I'll tell you what. If you want an endorsement, that's really what it is. Nick,
I got options to do fucking anything. Like when we talked about this before. Girlfriends will be like, "Well, you like all the." Do you understand what I'm passing up to be with you right now? I could be out with Barrett doing who knows what. I could be at 50 parties in Hollywood I'm invited to. I could be out in South Beach at a bunch of parties, and I'm choosing to spend this boring evening with you. So you're right. I don't like you. I'm after somebody else.
No,
the same thing.
No man has ever said except
And the
Manning.
same thing here. I could be at Manning Manor. I could be at the lake.
Absolutely.
I could be shacking up with a myriad of girls. I'm here.
You shave your armpits? I mean, I don't see you naked too much. I'm only in porn.
Baldy sour.
But you're not even doing scene right now. I just noticed you shave your armpits.
Wait, you want to wait until I have to do a scene next week, and then I'm gonna hack it off like a fucking bushwhack?
I didn't realize you did your you shaved your armpits.
Dude,
I just
head
noticed
to toe.
Wow, there you go. Good
Friday's also meet and greet.
Okay, so like they get to meet everybody. Now, how does it go for like I mean, you're mentioning all the stars coming, but just the audience, just fans. Like, how does it go for that?
Well, I mean, it's
like, kind of explain the breakdown of how that all happens. Like, if people just want to be a part of this,
because it's adult industry and lifestyle businesses,
right?
That's bringing you the businesses. Like, for example, we have Naked News. Something you familiar with Naked News?
I am familiar.
They're bringing their whole fucking film crew here,
really,
from Toronto, to go ahead and film.
Naked News is awesome.
I got who I got. I got Laura Desire. I got Whitney St. John. I got Ella Adams, and I got Playmate. Fuck, what's her name?
I like her name already.
Oh shit, she's from Florida. Actually, she's from Orlando. And then I got a producer and a camera guy. So they sent the whole.
They're going to do the Naked News.
They're sending more people here to do this than they do to AVN when they cover AVN.
Dude, I want to see a Naked News live. Do they have the teleprompter and everything?
Yeah,
That's how that goes?
Everything's coming here. They're
No
doing
shit.
the whole show here.
I like that. That's all I want to see that.
We were
That's
just
neat.
talking about the reality show.
Right.
24-hour live at Manning Mansion.
Right.
Right. RealNickManningLive.com.
Right.
So what if those girls were some of the ones who live in the house with us?
They do the news live there. Yeah. That's all. I think that's cool. Like you can see who gets to see Naked News live, man. It's kick ass. I love it. All right. What else?
Oh, sure. So with that brings the businesses, the clubs, the owners, the clubs, the people that are up for awards that work for the clubs, bring everybody with them. So
right.
Like you got clubs as far as Ohio. We have clubs in the UK. Unfortunately, no one's leaving the UK, but there's people from the UK that want to come. And depending if Marcus London is trapped over there, whether or not, I think he's back in Vegas though. He'll be here as well. Because
awesome.
You familiar with Skirt Watch?
Skirt Watch? No, I'm not. No, not
You're
that
not
one.
familiar with the time to squirt?
Squirt watch?
Squirt, you know. Squirt.
Yeah, I know what squirting is. I'm well aware.
Yeah, there's a watch
that squirts.
Yeah, no, there's a watch that you wear that matches the rhythm of Marcus London.
No
right?
shit.
Yeah. And you put the watch on, you jerk the girl off, right, until she squirts.
I need an idea like that. I'm very good at eating pussy.
I need
a mo tongue that we could sell, and I could win an award next year.
The guy that created it has parts on Mars right now. He works for NASA.
That's funny. It does take that kind of. That's amazing.
That's what. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But he's done shit with Nina Hartley. Actually, Nina Hartley's up for an award.
I interviewed Nina a long time ago.
Nina Hartley. I was at my PO box back in the day when they would send you real fan mail. And I'm up at the counter getting a package.
Right.
Fucking woman grabs my ass. I turn around as Nina Hartley.
She was a great interview too. I mean, she talked another trendsetter talking about the lifestyle and empowerment and what it was. It just really went about it the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, and she really did the way she explains and talks about it. And I was listening to a great interview with her not too long ago, and she's like, "Listen, I'll listen for anybody or everybody or whatever, you know." But she goes, I just knew it's who I was. She was talking about being very young, and
right.
she goes, I just knew that this is who I was. It was again. I think everybody has these thoughts. I mean, even when you talk about the lifestyle, right? You are bred to think monogamy is the way. It's monogamy. It's this. It's whatever. Number one, it's completely unnatural. It goes against everything. There's not anybody in the animal kingdom, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but not only that, okay, but it's just fun. It's great. You know, you share love with somebody. You share a family with somebody. You share whatever. What's wrong with experimentation, going out, having fun, enjoying it? Sex is such an amazing thing. Everybody wants to do it. If you're not doing it, you want to do it.
Yep.
If you are doing it, you want to keep doing it. I mean, that's just how people think about it. So, you know, why not encourage it? And listen, as long as it's done safe, you're not hurting anybody. You're not, you know, again, emotions are attached and everything else or whatever. It's an amazing way to live. It really is.
Well, it's so interesting that he mentions Marcus London. I mean, certainly a great friend of mine. I've been, as an actor, I've done a lot of movies where he was my co-star. Fucking great. But the coolest shit I ever did with Marcus London was he would have shoots where it'd be like me and Evan and whatever, India Summer. He'd hire a bunch of porn people to shoot. And then he'd bring in this regular lifestyle people, and we'd make those movies.
Really?
And so, like, you just got people in the background banging behind you. So one time I was working with Evan in India Summer, and we were just talking about how I love Evan and everything, but it's very hard for us to work together because the girl is getting destroyed.
Right.
So whoever's getting their dick sucked, it's like they're getting corn on the cob, like too much teeth. So that was happening to me. Evan's going crazy. I just walked out of the scene, excused myself, and went and banged 20 lifestyle women who were in the background. And Indy asked me later, she's like, "Geez, Nick, where'd you go? We missed you." And I was like, "Are you kidding?" Like,
I gotta try everything. It's like,
do you anytime.
It's like you're at a buffet, man. It's like, come on, man, you gotta try that.
But I mean, that's the thing. It's like these people start, porn and lifestyle. It's like Marcus London was a huge proponent of lifestyle. I've been at a ton of stuff he's done. He's been at shit I've done, other things, Vegas, LA. So again, this is a great marriage, and I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, it definitely it sounds great.
When you say lifestyle and adult,
right?
You have to look at what's going on. You look at Exotica. Exotica now has a component for the last couple of years.
Yep.
Couples X used to be Lifestyle X. They merged together. They're supposed to be together. It's synonymous.
Right.
It works.
Well, and it gets back to forget what it is, porn, lifestyle. You're talking about people who are like-minded.
Right.
Like, we're free about sex. We're non-judgmental. We share. We're all cool afterwards. Like, that takes people that are on a whole different level.
It does. It really does.
Because to not be in that situation and be jealous, that's typically what befuddles everyone who tries it, porn or lifestyle. But there is a real segment of the population who is fine. And that's why I say it's Manning Nation. In my book, Droppin Loads, the legend of the Nick Manning story, there's a whole section on emails and letters that people send me that Maureen St. Charles wrote about. And one of them is the Rhode Island college hockey team would bring their puck bunnies back to the room or their frat house or whatever,
right?
And they would basically have orgies and be yelling my quotes, and they did this all the time. And the guys were cool with it, the girls were cool with it, and the coolest thing about it all was one of the girls wrote to me and invited me out there trying to surprise her boyfriend.
That'd be the best. Can you imagine?
and I couldn't do it, but I called him, and she told me, she's like, he never shut up about the fact that you called him.
That is hilarious. Can you imagine you walked in that room? They'd have been like, holy shit, it's Nick Manning.
And I'm here to drop loads.
Yeah. On all your puck bunnies.
All your puck bunnies. It just seems like a great thing you're doing, man. It really does. I mean, it's obviously something you believe in.
I do. I believe in it wholeheartedly. And I think that whether lifestyle or adult, if you're in that and you have the open mindset, it's just the way it should be.
Right.
I think my relationship with my wife, who's actually my ex-wife, we live together.
Oh, wow. All right.
Is actually great. We're actually talking about getting married.
Do you guys still bang?
Show. Oh, yeah, of course we still bang.
All right.
Yeah, but we bang other people, too.
Just curious. I don't know. It's his ex-wife. I assume they bang, but I don't know.
Yeah.
he was
banged. Get banged, silly.
He's getting ready to say it.
But,
So you got why'd you get? I mean, I don't want to get into the whole person. It's interesting. You got divorced. You were married. You got divorced, and now you still bang, and now you're going to get married again. It's like
divorced because I was working for Anheuser-Busch. I was
the
corporate culinary business analyst for all 9 theme parks.
Oh wow!
I was never home.
Yeah.
If you're not home, your marriage breaks down.
Shit happens, right? Yeah.
So then I created a job where I'm home all the time. I don't go anywhere.
Now, were you guys always like, even you said as you were working for Anheuser-Busch, were you guys always in a lifestyle, or was it something?
Yeah, no, we had a little porn company called Real Florida Housewives.
Okay.
And that lasted for, 3 or 4 years, and we did a lot of local girls. Do you know anyone from iOS Connections?
I might. Names don't
Carrie Riley?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, you probably fucked her. probably fucked her. But those are people that we went.
Yeah, I fucked her.
But that's how we.
When you're up to 7,500 women, it's kind of hard to remember names.
Well, I'm one under you.
Yeah. 1K, 2K, 3K.
But but that's how it started. It just felt like it was natural for us to do that.
So from your personal perspective, as we're sitting here talking about how it, people did frown upon it, it seems like it's becoming vastly more accepted, which is great. Right. I mean, did you feel like, all right? I mean, most guys want to go out. Here's the difference, okay? Most guys want to go out and bang a bunch of people, okay? The real test is, are you cool with your girl doing it?
Correct.
So I mean, was it something that you always felt like, I'm cool if you want to do that? Like, was there ever a worry, a jealousy thing, or was it like you were wired that way? Did you feel kind of odd being wired that way, or
I think we were always like that? I mean, she
not just with her, like just with anybody. It seems like
I've always tried to get the girls I was with to fuck other people and sleep with other girls.
Did you really?
Of course.
Well, girls for sure, but even guys.
Yeah, why not? Who
right?
cares?
But I mean, did it turn you on, or was it just something?
It
whatever.
was a turn on.
Was it?
There's a lot of wives that I fucked.
Yeah.
It's just part of, it's normal.
Bro,
Right.
we've talked about this so many times. It's like I hear that and it like doesn't even register in my mind because here's why. I'm so cool with my chick, whoever I'm in a relationship with,
Insert name
working doing scenes, whatever they want to do, right? I don't even give it a second thought. But I could know you for a decade, and you could see me, direct me, do everything, and rah rah, it's cool, Nick Manning. But the moment you're my significant other, then all the things that you were attracted to, now you hate about Nick Manning.
Yep.
You like those other girls. You go to work and you like it.
But that's relationships in general, though.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like the old motto: you get married, you stop having sex.
Exactly.
You know.
Right.
Well, and that's part of the reason I wanted to come down here, because it's like I wanted to maybe meet some people who weren't going to do that to me.
Well, it's kind of fun because the business that we're in, you're around it, you
Right?
know? And the fact that actually, the more that you're in the business, this end of it, the less you have because you can't get out.
Right.
Like I just turned down a trip to Belize, which was for August, for me and my wife to go. It was free. Here, just come,
dude.
And we can't go. And
Right.
It would have been great because I know the couple we were going to go with. And we've had history with them, but it's just how it works. But it's okay. I mean, I'm going to be 50 this year. We just take it as it goes.
Yeah, it's the more I've gotten, I guess, more educated. I find it fascinating. I think it's a great if you can get into the right mindset. It's not for everybody.
Well,
I mean,
it's not for everybody.
But if you can get in that right mindset of it, where listen, people have been telling you forever, love and sex are just two very different things. I mean, they are. There's no doubt about it. So why not indulge, have a good time, and when there's places like this, I mean, just gorgeous. I mean, I'm looking at the ceiling right now. It's like come have a good time.
I have a very good friend of mine that lives in Vegas, and she's a hot wife.
Okay.
And she'll go out, and her husband will either he'll set it up, or she'll set it up, and she'll go bang all this dick. And she writes for us.
Right.
So she gives us her story, and then in the story at the bottom is, Dear hubby. She writes a segment that's to him, telling him
that's interesting.
Everything that she fucking did that was nasty.
Even me, I don't know if I can handle that. Like, am I weird? Like, if I got my girlfriend telling me I was banging this dude and he did this and I came 16, I'd be like, you know what? I'm glad you had a good time. I don't know that I want to hear that, though.
Dude, it was my birthday a few years ago.
I really don't know, man.
And one of my girlfriends called and said, Manning, come up to Vegas. We want to give you a good time for your birthday.
Okay.
So her and her friend, they banged me all weekend. We partied, went out, whatever. And for my birthday present, they give me this chain that has a little metal guitar pick from like Chrome Arts. And when I turned it over, it said on there, Star Fucker. And I was like, no.
That's awesome.
Like, here's two chicks who are totally down to just throw down with me because we're friends and we love each other.
Right.
But they're like totally cool with me going back to LA and just banging everybody else too.
Yeah, it is. It really is fascinating.
It's hard to find that always.
Oh, big time.
And I'm hoping this place is the epicenter.
When you throw LOVEN, it kind of
right.
No, but there's ways around it, and when you're in it and you have that mindset, it's fine.
And then that's poly too, where you can be in love with multiple different people. You know, the whole poly lifestyle as well.
We don't even think of it. We don't think it's not normal. You know, that's the thing. And the people we hang around with are the same people that have the same mindset as us. Therefore, there is no, it's always normal.
Right. And that's what again, you walk in and you know what everybody's here for, what everybody's about. You know, they might not be all for the exact same thing. Everybody has their own kinks, but they're all going to be very respectful. They're all going to be just, really comfortable. That's right. Very comfortable in being themselves. And it's a place that gives you that release, because in the real world, sometimes you're not comfortable in being yourself.
No, and, I don't even like to really fuck anymore. I just like to have my jerk. Your dick jerk. I'm big into hand jobs. That's really what I'm in right now.
I find myself watching hand job porn sometimes, and just watching, going, I could use a good hand job. I would like a good hand job. I just want to sit back and relax and get a good hand job every once in a while.
I was out in the pool the other day with this couple, and of course,
there's a little hand job.
Down.
Hey, well, why not?
Go down, right?
Exactly. It's the way it goes.
Yeah, I always think like this place is like for the regular human, like it's coming to the zoo. You get to see Nick Manning in his native habitat. You get to play with the animals.
Like throw bananas at him or something. It's like, all right, there you go. All right, there's an apple for you, buddy.
But the wrap up the award show in a nutshell, it's September 16th through the 19th.
Right.
It's here at beautiful Top Secret Resort, hosted by that guy right there,
Mr. Top Secret.
Mr. Top Secret.
Dude rocks.
We're bringing the best of the best from the lifestyle and adult industry. You know, I already told you, like Jay from Why Not's going to be in house. All these people are going to be here. and we just want everybody to come have a good time. In fact, so much that we've opted. If you don't want to spend the weekend, we have a Saturday ticket. You can come here Saturday, spend all day, go to the award show, and then go to the ball after.
Awesome.
So, I mean, it's great. So just you got to go to asnevents.com.
I was just going to say that's asnevents.com.
asnevents.com.
And if people want to see your magazine, get your magazine. I know you said it's free.
Absolutely.
But people can advertise or whatever. How could they come across your magazine? And
asnlifestylemagazine.com.
Okay.
asnmagazine.com. And that's the two places.
Yeah,
if you want to advertise.
Twitter and whatnot.
Twitter, it's at ASNLSMag.
Okay. Very cool. Awesome. Well, listen, I think it's going to be a great time. I think it's kick-ass that you're here. The event, the award show is going to be awesome. This place is awesome. Nick Manning and myself dropping loads.
Yeah, I think we're all going to drop some loads on Saturday night.
I think we may.
That's what I like to fucking hear. Loads are dropping.
Live from Top Secret Resort in Orlando.
Which we will be still, like I said, we got Naked News in house. We have a couple of reporters from they covered some other lifestyle events, but
Okay.
they're vanilla reporters that are coming to cover something.
Really? What was that?
They've
I just heard a
covered-
story. Some chick, wherever she was, she banged the dude.
Oh,
And-
that was
and
that was out in Europe though. That
Yeah,
wasn't here.
she was a reporter.
Yeah.
And she went to a lifestyle place and banged a dude live on news.
Yeah, to see
just
how
to do it. It was
yeah.
really wild to hear. Like, it was interesting. It really.
Shocked that I wasn't called in to do that.
You would have been the one. You
Yeah.
should have been
Can
the
you
one.
imagine that expense report she turned in?
No, right, exactly. $25 on condoms. I needed this. Yeah, exactly.
Plan
right?
B.
Right. All that, man.
You got to wrap this up, Mo, but you have to do your job. You have to plug all our real Nick Manning shit. TopSecret.com. He's really good at this. So
I'm all right. I try to do my best, Mr. Top
very
Secret.
good at his job.
Of course, RealNickManning.com will be out very shortly. You can follow us at Droppin Loads with Manning and Mo on Twitter. Of course, at Real Nick Manning on Twitter as well. You've got your OnlyFans at Real Nick Manning, FanCentro at Real Nick Manning, just for dot fans at Real Nick Manning. Soon you'll have Cameo. You'll have OnlyFans. You'll have
Many vids.
I want clips, many vids, and also Snapchat too.
Snapchat.
So all of that as well. Everything is at Real Nick Manning is how it goes. Of course, the podcast is anywhere you listen to your podcast. Dropping Loads with Manning and Mo now exclusively live from Top Secret Resort in Orlando, Florida.
And you can get all that stuff on the realnickmanning.com portal.
Right.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Michael, listen, thank you for coming. I think
Thank
it's great
you.
what you're doing. I can't wait for this show. Of course, ASN Magazine, make sure you check that out, the award show on September 16th right here at Top Secret Resort in Orlando. Mr. Top Secret, you rock. Thank you. You've been amazing. I can't wait to work with you as this thing. Nick loves himself. Look at him. I mean, why wouldn't he, right? He just looks at himself sometimes. They can't hear you without the mic, but that's okay. It's no big deal.
This is his first day.
Dropping Loads with Manning and Mo. Top Secret Resort in Orlando. We're out. We'll talk to you later. Bye.